Cass, hit me with your riddles, Cass. Oh. I did not hear you approach. I was lost in this song written by my late teacher. He passed away several years ago, you see, and this is the last song he taught me. Excuse me, I fear I may have gotten carried away. Nostalgia will do that to a person. I know a song about this place. Would you like to hear the ancient verse passed down in this region?
Oh.
Excellent. Without further ado... Do you think that the rings in the song refer to these oddly shaped rocks? And what of the shrine? There's a mystery to be uncovered here, that's for sure. And I get the feeling the truth is beyond my wildest imagination. May the light illuminate your path. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So I need to fire an arrow that goes through 2 of these rings. And I think the hard part's gonna be that the rings themselves don't tend to face the same direction, right? So the hard part's gonna be finding 2 rings that can actually be fired through. Yeah, the line of sight's a problem here. Like this thing, these 2 face the same direction, but they're at a massive height difference with a cliff in the way, so you can't line them up. I'm guessing that the ones down there somewhere are gonna be better than the ones up here. Also, that's a Korok seed, and that's a Korok seed. At bare minimum, maybe more nearby. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, haha! That's number 1. Gotta check out the other one too. There might be more around here. Those ones were especially obvious though. Like just first glance, I'm like, oh look, Korok seeds just in the open, very obviously. But this has historically been a Korok seed also, is when they have 2 trees next to each other. This is probably not a Korok seed because it's not placed in a meaningful location. Yeah, picking up a rock is often a Korok seed, but only when it's placed in some spot that's kind of a landmark or a peak or something like that. So this one has 5 apples. Those ones both have 1 apple. Yeah, they both have 1 apple total, whereas that one is covered in apples. So that top one is the one that I want to keep, and the other ones need to go. Oh, that didn't do it. I'll double check in a second. There's some apples to grab, and my arrows. Hooray! Oh god, why? Come over here so you don't, like, shatter everything. Oh, I broke the jellies. Oh. Well, aside from the part where I wasted resources, that was satisfying. I broke some of them. Oh no, I shut the wrong one off. Ah. Well, that does it. Failed. Gonna have to mark you for later. I had the puzzle right, but I screwed up on identifying which one was in which position. Alright. Let's get back to this. We need to find 2 hoops that can be lined up. It could be all over the place. I can't help but check. That one looks doable. I probably need to switch to the bow that's supposed to be really good with range. The golden bow. There we go. Just use a nice long-range bow and go kick some ass. Hooray for shrine quests. Now the question is whether there's going to be a shrine inside or just a chest reward. Da-na-na-na. Yeah, I wonder how many are... I'm wondering how many shrines are still left on the map that I haven't found yet, that you can just find. By which I mean, we know how many are left in the game. There are 27 left. It's out of 120. I have 93. Now 96. Now there's 26 remaining. 2 of them are marked by stars because I found their locations before, but need to figure out the riddle or whatever involved. Ooh, it's a real shrine. Moving in parallel. But I'm wondering how many of them are Kaz shrines and how many are other things. Oh, the reward is right here. You do something? Okay. Oh, they move in parallel on that way. Did I just finish it just like that? Huh. I was only half paying attention. I was like the... Well, it's not that I was only half paying attention, but that was like the cursory attempt at understanding it, and I solved it immediately. Huh. Interesting. Something's going on down there, though. So that's the main shrine solved. But there's clearly something down here. Oh, I almost messed that up. Oh, that's how you get back. Okay. What's in the chest? Great Thunderblade attack up plus 17. My inventory's full. Aren't I wearing a... Am I using a crappy weapon right now? Yeah, pretty much. Boing! Sweet throw, bro. There we go. That's a ridiculous weapon. Well, I just got another copy of 2 of the great elemental swords, and I have all 3 great elemental swords in my inventory at the same time. Again, go figure, huh? Might use up the Frost Spear next. This thing's damaged already. So maybe work on the Guardian Spear plus because I have 3 of them in my inventory. Can you come back, please? Oh. I made a mistake. This is somehow made funnier. It's already like a really funny, rapid animation on its own. But in addition, it's got the glowing weapon that looks kind of serious. But then just the completely absurd clothing set. Here we go. That's a cool touch. When the motion happens, Link actually reacts accordingly. He goes, huh, for a second there. Yeah, even when that happened, every time that it changes direction in the motion, he stumbles and is clearly affected by the weight change. Like when everyone's standing in an elevator and the elevator just starts moving from floor to floor and stuff like that, and everyone like just moves a little bit because the momentum around them is changing. That's a good touch. Boom. One more down. I'm back. Now we'll take another look at the journey. I mean, the journal. So Pagos Woods, as before. Next page. West Hyrule Plains. Okay, so they don't go away when we solve them, so I have to try to keep track. Next song of Rabia Plain. Apparently Rabia Plain is the northern part of Hateno. In the northern part of Hateno is home to an ancient song about beasts. Rabia Plain in northern Hateno. Rabia Plains is northeast of Kakariko Village. I'll likely stop by the village during my search for the song. Rabia Plain, Kakariko Village, Hateno. Kakariko. Rabia Plain. Somewhere in here. Dangerous to use the star, because it's not marking the actual location of it, but it's just somewhere in Rabia Plain. Would be kind of nice to have a menu, just so you can click on it in a specific entry instead of going through them all. You can only go on the first one or the last one. In the northern... Yeah, it's just somewhere in Rabia Plain there's one. Okay. Next up. Ancient Song of Gerudo Tower. I've heard word of an... Oh yeah, we've done this one before. This was this the first one I did? It's the one where the shadow had to be in a specific spot, and then I had to fire an arrow. Yep. Kalora Lake. Apparently this is an ancient song about the giant boulder in Kalora Lake in the Farron region. Heard the area is prone to violent thunderstorms. I'll need to prepare before searching for the song. Kalora Lake. Did you say the Farron region? Rodai Lake. Oh, Kalora Lake. So that's the one we've done before too. You really just had to button mash through it as far as I can tell. Horon Lagoon. There's an ancient song about a place in Lanayru called Horon Lagoon. The winds in Horon Lagoon are supposedly very intense. I may need to travel the area on foot. So Horon Lagoon in Lanayru. I'll try to remember that while we go through. Kitano Bay. Stone Pillar in Kitano Bay. Details something that was hidden there before the Great Calamity to be claimed by the lost hero. Not sure what's hidden there, but it's meant for the lost hero. It might be worth a fortune. Where's the bay, though? Wash's Bluff. We've done that one before. Oh, that's all of them. Okay. So, Lanayru... That's Lanayru Bay. Lanayru Bluff. Lanayru Promenade. A lot of Lanayru locations. Might have to double check on that one. I kind of forgot what the... I forgot part of what the Lanayru location was named. Dang it. Let's look for this. There's a bay. The Tateno Bay, Kitano Bay. I don't think any of those are the right name. Scrolling about. Dang it. Trying to keep all these fantasy names straight in my head while also trying to judge whether or not I've seen them before. Well, okay, I've been searching around the map for a while, and I think I found all the places mentioned in the diary. They seem to all be named already, so that means I've been around before. So there's Kitano Bay. And here is the Pagos Woods, which I don't want to go to until I have the Scale of the Last Dragon, because without it, we won't be able to open it, judging by how the last two worked. Here's Horon Lagoon. And then, of course, we already showed Rabia Plain. So I've got 4 more stars added to this general section of the map, basically. We don't need that anymore. And then I still have these 2. So, at the moment, I'll know the location of... Assuming they're all shrines, I know the location of 6 more shrines. Then we'll have, I think, 20 left to go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Figured we'd start at the Spring of Wisdom and just sort of head north from here to get to the lagoon, hopefully. Good old fast travel getting us in good spots. Thankfully, I've unlocked something in the ballpark of almost 100 fast travel locations all over the map at this point. Oh, there's a shrine way out there. So the hope would be that while I pursue these locations, I also get a little blip on the radar of other shrines hiding around in spots we may have never fully explored yet. I'm sure there's also probably several shrines. Some are on Death Mountain, probably. It's a whole region I just don't have access to until I get fire-resistant gear, so I stop dying as I approach it. So, given that, I'm sure that there's going to be a surprise waiting for me in there once I can. Proximity? We're actually really far off still. I was tempted to drop down towards the earth to get more clarity, but we might not make it there if I dropped more. Now it's raining. I am flying purely based on the radar at this point. Getting a little closer. Oh, look at the sunbeams. Could that be oh, those aren't sunbeams, those are winds, aren't they? Those are probably related to the mission. Supposed to be about wind, right? I should drop down because my waypoint location doesn't actually matter. That's just to point me in the vague correct area, but ultimately I need to find Cass. Oh. Well, I hear him. Oh, there he is, right in front of me. Die. Wow. There's wind all over around here. Oh, maybe I shouldn't kill those guys. Maybe they're related to the mission somehow? Because they're everywhere. I'm seeing octo rocks all over the place around here. Cass! Tempestuous wind. Oh. I was sure that I would be alone in so remote a place. Pardon me for not greeting you sooner.
Oh.
Oh, it's you. Although I guess I shouldn't be surprised to see you here. I know a song about this place. Would you like to hear the ancient verse passed down in this region?
Oh.
Excellent. Without further ado. The tempestuous bay from the song could be this very bay. Though what sort of wings are made of cloth and wood? It's a juicy riddle, but one I may never puzzle out. Take care, and may the light illuminate your path. Master of Wind. Does it give me the... Okay, he breaks the rocks that serve to bind above the tempestuous bay. On wings of cloth and wood entwined, he lands on the altar to open the way. Landing on the altar is pretty straightforward in meeting. I have to land on the altar. Break the rocks is a little less unclear, but I take it that maybe the winds go in a circle. Nope. Nope. Okay. So the wind doesn't really carry me the way I thought it might. How about this vertical one? That's the best you can do? Huh. Huh. I thought the winds were really gonna carry me around here, but they seem kind of crap. So I need to land on the altar. That part seems pretty straightforward. These break these rocks in the bay. I photographed you guys. Iron shell crab. Alright, well these can be broken. Ah. There's something to break. Sorry, crab. Is the wind pushing it back? Is that what's happening here? More or less. Ow. Oh, you can probably break those too. Maybe breaking the rocks makes it easier to fly around in here. That's not gonna work. Yeah, we probably connect to super strong wind current by breaking the rocks around here. That would otherwise get in the way. I'm gonna try to use the bombs for the most part to save on bomb arrows. But that one was kind of awkward because it was floating over water. We're off to a promising start. There's also clearly a Korok over there. Oh, and it stopped raining. Isn't that nice? A little Korok seed. Try right there. Oh. A little further back then. Oh, wrong angle. So close. So now suddenly Link seems to have an arm.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Oh, come on. Yeah, ha ha! There we go. Alright. It might follow rule of threes, which would make this next piece of debris the last one. Nope, there's one over there too. Might be one under there. Nope. It's like we're charging a wind laser of some kind. Oh, is this it? So now I just need to fly from the bay to that platform. Yep, fly from one to the other. What's your deal? You're not part of it? Ooh. Nice strong rising action. Reach the current. Oh. Nope. Hopefully if I climb to the top, I can just sort of jump straight down the stream. This seems like the intention, right? Whoosh! Time it. Time it. Yeah. Oh. 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 If I were to guess, alright, it's a slightly bigger hassle to get back than it was to get here. I'm gonna guess that, I probably was supposed to not stop using... I was probably supposed to not get off the, sail. It seemed like it was slowing down. I was worried that it was gonna rush me past it and I was gonna miss, so I tried dropping down. But it seems like the current slows down at the last second by a pretty significant margin. So I'm thinking I'm supposed to stay on the sail and land while still in sail mode, basically. No more, right? Yeah. It's cool, there's such an elaborate thing for this. Alright, now let's slow down. Yep. You know you've done it when the interface disappears and then because then there's always going to be a cutscene next. Cass is gonna have to learn some new songs soon. Shayota. Every time I pronounce one of these names, I can't think of it in any term other than in the context of it sounding like some sort of Star Wars language. Shayota solo, ho ho ho. Oh no, it's just a prize. Oh. Well, it's my prize. A great flame blade. Getting a lot of great elemental blades lately, aren't we? I'm gonna probably want it, right? Dear, whoa! Yeah, the Thunder Blade really is way more powerful than the other two here. Get rid of the Frost Spear, maybe? Maybe? I mean, that's a pristine weapon, though. A lot of these weapons are pristine. I get these crazy new ones faster than I use up the other ones. Meteor Rod might be losing durability by now. Although it is durability up, so it's gonna last longer than normal. Part of me just wants to keep the Wind Cleaver because it's a special, unique item I got at the end of a whole quest chain and stuff like that. I have 3 Guardian Spears. And by comparison, the Frost Spears at least had maximum durability. So if they both have the same damage, they might also last just as long as each other, possibly. Three! Next one we get will be due for another upgrade. Huh. Yeah, and we have a nearby... We have another quest that's like around the corner. So, yeah, I'll probably have another upgrade ready before I do the next Guardian Beast, which I might do after the cast quests. Just sort of making my way down the checklist of unfinished tasks we picked up along the way. I forget, does he disappear? He just disappears when he finishes quest, doesn't he? Yep, he's just gone, so there's no follow-up dialogue there. Well, the other one is at Rabia Plain. Change that to a color next. Probably go there from... In the most accessible spots, probably through Lanayru Road. From the shrine we unlocked by finishing every single quest in Kakuriko Village. Just cover a bit of ground and we'll arrive there before long. We're doing the last 3 Cass songs, so even that'll be gone soon. We finished all the memories, we're about to finish all the Cass Riddle songs. Then we'll be probably on track to finish the Guardian Beasts, and we're only, and then, or by the time I'm done with the Cass songs, we'll practically only have 20 shrines left. I can definitely feel this winding up. This and Mass Effect Andromeda are both both like 100 episode series at this point, and I am on the verge of finishing them both. That's a trip to think of them as finished projects. They're a Porok seed? Nah, I haven't been there yet. Let's go on a trip. It's always, it's a... Is that? No, that's like 6 flowers. That's not the one that you, that's a number you do, right? How many is this one? Nah, it's the same plant again. I thought they were the Korok flowers for a second there. Almost got me. But it's pretty rare to have a 100 episode series. I've only had like 3 or 4 of them so far, I think, not counting Mass Effect Andromeda or Zelda. Which ones were they? I think they're Darkest Dungeon, Witcher 3, and Dragon Age Inquisition. I think those are the only ones ever. So I have 2 of them at once, which is unheard of for the channel, and they're at the same time. It's gonna be weird having such long-lasting playthroughs suddenly go away. Let's not mess this up this time, okay? So it's that one that I need to keep. I mixed it up last time. Being a dummy. Whoops. Don't lose the apple! And we finally broke a bow. It's been a long time. Why I never can pick one up is because the bows never break. Ah! There we go. Yeah, haha! Doesn't matter that much if I lose an arrow and an apple, but it's fun, little fun to act like it matters a lot and chase after it. Drama, 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 drama.